Hello, welcome back to my chat. Oh my god, why is my mic so loud? Jesus Christ. My apologies. There we go. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My apologies for ruining your ears with my loud ass mic. Zaid will be here in just a moment, but before Zaid gets here, I want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys something. But big up to Zaid as well before he comes on. He goes to 1K. Big up to him. Big up to Michael as well. Get me to 1K, people. If you ain't subscribed yet, you're a fraud. So get me to 1K while we wait for Zaid to join here. Hello, big up to him. Yes, subscribe, guys. Be kind to me. Subscribe. Do it now. Subscribe. Yeah. This is it. So, anyhow, let me show you guys something. Let me show you guys something. Enjoy. My mic is muted. Oh dear. What are we doing, guys? Zaid is gonna cook me, you know. I said to Zaid, yeah, on his channel, I told Zaid, we're gonna cook you guys, and I'm gonna get cooked, bro. I can't lie. This is gonna be a long stream. This is gonna be a long one. What happened to Man City? I mean, we'll discuss it with Zaid. We'll discuss it with our panel later on tonight. It's a disgrace, bro. I don't even know that this manager is washed. By the way, talking about washed, bro, I am washed. Look at my fucking arm. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but my arm is fucking cooked, bro. I was helping my brother's house, and my arm just fucking decided to fuck off. Big up to Rosa as well. I'm tired, boss. Aren't we all? Oh, but it's only pre-season. Yeah, fuck off, isn't it? If it's only pre-season, why is he not playing? Why is he not playing? What's his name? Nico Gonzalez. He doesn't trust him. Bro, Nico Gonzalez will not play next season. Nico Gonzalez, he will not play next season. Watch. He'll be benched. Are we cooked? With this manager? Yes. That was funny, bro. But it's not even funny anymore. It may have started out funny, but at this point, it's not funny anymore, you know. It's gotten past the point of being funny, and now it's just sad. Now I'm just sad. Zaid will cook me, I'm sure, but neither went Gundo over Cherky and Foden. This manager, yeah? This manager, he's going to deep throat Bernardo and Gundogan so hard to keep them, and then he's going to play them all season. And Cherky, Foden, Nico Gonzalez, these are the players whose playing time is going to suffer. He's learned, people say. How's he making the same mistake as he did 1 fucking year ago? For the continuation of a whole fucking year. How's he making the same mistake over and over if he's learned? He ain't learning shit, bro. He ain't learning shit. You know what the thing is, yeah? You know what the thing is? I got too gassed up. I got too gassed up. We beat Juventus, their B team, and I got gassed up. We beat Al Ain. We beat Wydad. I got gassed up. I'm sorry. I should have never trusted this fucking manager. Bro, the only mistake I've made so far, yeah, is thinking I've made a mistake in trusting and not trusting Pep. Bruv, all the same problems are still here. And, it's just a pre-season tournament. Like, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Please give me a new goalkeeper, I beg. Bro, Eriksen and Ortega are both staying. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to Oliver. Honestly, I think being a Spurs fan would be a happier time at this point. Why am I so delayed? 1 second. Let me turn my camera on and off. the age-old trick. We all know, scientifically speaking, this is the trick that always works, turning your camera on and off. But before that, big up Zed, how are you?
I'm good, bro. How are you? Are we live?
We are live.
Oh, shoot. I apologize for being late. I had to take care of something quickly. But I'm here, man. I'm here. What's good, bro?
Jesus Christ, my camera is dying.
Yeah. Your camera is dying just like your city's back line last night, bro.
But all my city back line is dead already. That's not even dying anymore.
Hey, listen, bro. I can't lie to you, bro. You know, I understand why, but man, imagine talking all this crap about us and then to lose to us, man. Big Man City, bro.
Focus. This camera.
Yeah, I need to focus like Pep Guardiola. I need to focus. I need to focus like Pep Guardiola, man. You need to focus. No, but this is just hilarious to me, man. Like, in the preview, I myself thought we were gonna lose, but somehow we found a way to win, man. I don't know how. I don't know how, bro. You know what I mean? First half, you man are suffocating us. You know what I mean? You're choking.
Why is this camera bugging, bro? Fuck, what is this camera doing now?
Damn, camera's having a stinker like you're back like Ruben Diaz, bro.
My camera is a citizen. It's that simple. My camera gave up on this club, bro. Bro, focus. What the fuck is this shit?
Damn, he's having a terrible day and I'm having an amazing day at the same. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I'm gonna have a mental breakdown, guys. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown.
Oh my god, bro. We can't even talk about the game anymore, bro. We can't even talk about the game, bro.
Get Pep to call us rice swim. Let him have his rivalry back with Jose Mourinho.
I said let him have his rivalry with Jose Mourinho. Who hurt your feelings, bro?
Oh, bro. Pep did.
Who hurt your feelings, bro? Who hurt your feelings?
Pep Guardiola did. 350 million spent in 6 months, and yeah, look at us. Bro, did you watch it back? I did. I did watch the entire game back because normally I don't watch the games back. Yeah, I was so fucking shocked when I woke up. I downloaded the entire game to watch it back because I needed to know what happened. And bro, this goalkeeper, he conceded every fucking shot. He made one save and it came into the fucking feet of an Al Hilal player and he scored.
Oh, Marcus Leonardo. He scored twice off a rebound, by the way, from Ederson saves. It was Leonardo, 2 of his goals. By the way, can I tell you something? Because of the Ederson debacle with the goals that Leonardo scored. Imagine, despite Leonardo scoring twice, I still don't trust the guy. Imagine, bro.
My camera works.
Yay! Your camera can get over the line, unlike Manchester City. Yes.
Oh, let me show you something, Zed. Let me show you something. Oh, dude. Enjoy. Oh, enjoy. If my mouse was like work. Oh, dude. My mouse is bugging out now too. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But this manager is a fucking clown at this point. This guy, yeah? I'm sorry, the greatest manager in the world, people tell me, yeah? He's making the exact same mistakes he's been making for the whole fucking year. How? Bro. I said, don't start Roderick. This is our last chance to rest a player. So my idea was, you play Bernardo Silva, you play Nico Gonzalez, you play Reinders. You've got a strong midfield, you've got a fit midfield. Pep Guardiola decided to take the piss and play Gundogan. Bro, Gundogan is still chasing shadows. Gundogan didn't know where he was at all that game. Bernardo Silva, yeah? He's captain, so he plays. He just gets a free pass. Why did he wait so long to bring on Foden and Cherki? Bro, this guy is a terrible game manager. Tell me one game other than Aston Villa, where we won 3-2, where his substitutions positively impacted the game.
Yeah.
Bro, post treble season, you can't.
And then Zoggy did the opposite as well after the first. Hey, word to Lee Gunner, man. Market opportunity, guys. The faces in Zoggy in, bro.
Dear Lord. Bro, the only positive thing that can come out of this game is me getting 1K subscribers, so subscribe.
Yeah, but listen, I got 1K subscribers during the watch along, bro. I have
big up to you. Big up
but
to
you know what? Congratulations to Alf. Yeah, congratulations to myself. Big up to everyone that helped us get to 1K. You get me? It is what it is, bro. We're both humbled, I'm pretty sure.
Bro,
one thing
Erling Haaland said stay humble, and I've never recovered.
Bro, you know what? I have to say, man, that first half, like, you, man, absolutely did exactly what I told you on my preview that you were gonna do. Suffocate us. Didn't let us breathe. And you took advantage of us overcommitting. That was what I was afraid of, and I told you about it. And if it wasn't for Bono, you would have probably won the game.
Yeah, but it's a problem.
The thing is,
you've got a quality goalkeeper, we don't.
It's not even about that, just. It's about the fact as well. I feel like second half, and listen, this is something I was kind of proven wrong in. Inzaghi decided, fuck it. Sorry for swearing.
Don't worry, you can swear here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. But he's like, screw it. I'm gonna literally go at Man City now. And from then, the pressure was on. Your backline was panicking a lot of the time in the second half, moving forward and all. And then you guys.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you about Gosses, by the way?
Yeah, bro. Koulibaly had it way, bro. Man sent that corner, bro. But I do give Ruben Neves credit for that corner, though.
That was a beautiful corner, to be fair.
Yeah. That corner, that was brilliant, bro. And the thing is, by the way, can you imagine our line starting 11 did not make sense when I seen it?
Yeah.
When I saw that starting lineup, I know I said play 3 in the back, but nobody said play Ruben Neves center back. Nobody said play Lodi center back. You know what I mean? Even though Lodi did a good job center back, I have to give him credit. Ruben Neves, I'm not gonna lie, Ruben Neves center back did not move me as much. I'm not gonna lie, he lost the ball a lot of times. But once Inzaghi switched things, he looked way better. It's just we still somehow found a way to overcome that stupid nonsense that we went through first half. You know what I mean? Listen, credit to Malcolm for taking advantage of your defense being open in the transition. You know what I mean? Leonardo, as much as he's annoying when it comes to the end product, and he scored twice. I mean, but I don't know what I'm supposed to say. But as much as he was annoying with the end product and the decision making, he got over the line in the end, man. Took advantage of the Ederson, I don't know what. I mean, listen, it's fine Ederson saving, but I feel like he could have had a stronger hand, especially to the header. I feel like the header one is the one where he had a stronger hand to that one.
Bro, I'm sorry. A world-class goalkeeper should not concede any of those.
No, I understand. Actually, I think he should have reacted to the fourth one. You see that fourth goal Leonardo scored?
It was so close to Ederson. He should have had it.
Exactly. I think he took too much time reacting, and by then Leonardo was like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna," you know what I mean? Like,
you know what thing is with Ederson? Yeah, he's not had a single full season where he's good shot stopping wise. He's had months where he's good. Like at the end of the treble season, the last 6 months, he was good.
Yeah.
He's never had a full season where he was good shot stopping wise. And people tell me, oh, you're going to miss Ederson when he's gone. Bruh. If we had Joe Hart, we won that game. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I mean, listen, you know what it is. I see you're linked with Diogo Costa, all right? You're linked with Diogo Costa.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. It's going to be the same thing as Ederson.
Bro, Pep Guardiola.
In my opinion, I've said this so many times. It's going to be the same thing as Ederson. Because
Pep Guardiola doesn't know what makes a good goalkeeper. I'm sorry. He was so lucky with Neuer. Neuer
was already like that. He was already like that, Neuer. The thing is with Neuer, he was already like that at Schalke. And then when he moved to Bayern, it's like he was like that. Then when Pep came in, it was like Neuer on steroids. Doing everything with his feet, and Like Neuer was one of like I generally think people say Pep Guardiola revolutionized that style of goal. I think it's Neuer himself.
No, what's happened here is Neuer changed the way Pep Guardiola saw goalkeepers. Neuer was that good. Pep Guardiola wanted another Neuer.
Exactly. That's
He
why I'm
didn't
saying Neuer
understand.
revolution, but that's why I'm saying Neuer is the one that
Yeah.
revolutionized it.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But Pep Guardiola was so desperate for another Neuer. What he doesn't understand is Neuer is one of a kind. It's called once in a generation for a reason, because it only happens once in a generation. You can't create it. And bro, he's too desperate to get that back, but he never will. And all this passing and stuff, bro. Why do we have 4 defenders who can pass, 3 midfielders who can pass, and 3 attackers who can pass all very well? Just to put in our goalkeeper who can pass as well. We don't need 11 players who are great at passing. We don't. Like, at least we could play Grusinov then. Okay, he's not as good passing-wise, but he can just pass the ball backwards to Ederson, and you have a more solid defender there. But no, everyone has to pass well. Like, bro, I don't get this, man. I really don't. It's fucking washed, bro. It's Jose Mourinho at Man United at this point.
But bro, the thing is, I want to also talk about your defending, bro, because like, you know what it was? No. Listen, I thought in the beginning, like I thought Ruben Diaz was not the worst. I think your bigger issue was Vardiol.
Yeah.
I noticed Vardiol, he was getting caught out so many times that our right hands, bro, Cancelo second half was not great. He got cooked by Doku first half. Then when we're pushing at you guys a little bit more, Cancelo is the one that's actually like benefiting out of whatever Vardiol and even Aït-Nouri pushing up so much, like he mentioned yesterday about Cancelo at City, happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when you push up so much, you're giving so much ammunition for us with our, and I was hoping for that with our fullbacks, our wingbacks as well.
Yeah.
Pushing up, you gave our wingbacks too much ammunition, bro. You know, and Milinkovic-Savic in the midfield, bro. I'm gonna be real. That guy was running racket on your midfield for some reason. Bro, Rangers had an amazing first half, yeah? Second half, the guy was finished, bro. Second half, an extra time, he's done. Rodri comes on and then gets subbed off.
Bro, you know what Pep Guardiola said here? You know what Pep Guardiola said? Pep Guardiola said Rodri can't play more than 30 minutes a week. He's played 140 minutes this week. This manager is fucking stupid, I swear down. People who think this is the best manager in the world, Jesus Christ, get your head a wobble.
Bro, and Caio Cesar, when he come off the bench, by the way. Bro, I didn't think Malcolm should have been subbed off for him. Because I thought Malcolm was causing danger. But even Caio Cesar was causing danger. If he just had a bit more about him finishing-wise. Wayne, you know what I mean? Like,
bro, Caio Cesar is like your version of Savinho.
Yeah. You noticed it, right? I told you, like, he is pretty raw. He's pretty raw. Like, he brought impact, but the guy's end product was annoying me at times. Like, there was one shot he took. It was like a finesse shot outside, and he sent it outside, bro. I'm like, bro, that's our chance to kill it off right here.
But also, why is he passing it like that? Or shooting it like that, sorry.
Yeah.
Why is he not just doing it normal, basic?
Yeah, no, and by the way, he could have passed as well. That's the mad thing. He could have passed, I think.
But I think
he could have, I think. But like the fact he took the shot, I appreciate the bravery. I'm not one of those guys that some people are pass. No, I'm like, I get why, but like, bro, at least shoot properly. You get me? Like, but listen, it's just I don't know. It's like Inzaghi made the right changes while Yuman made the wrong. Bro, and then about the Saudi defender he's the only player we signed, by the way, on a free. We paid a few just to like bring him in for Club World Cup because of June, July, whatever.
Aren't you signing Theo Hernandez as well?
Yeah. Obviously, he won't be with us this tournament, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But like, Lajami, we signed him from Al-Nassr. The guy, he comes on against Man City and performs a display like that, clearing the shot, Haaland tapping off the line. Unbelievable, bro.
To be fair, I mean, it's good defending by him. I think Haaland needs to put it a bit more to the corner as well. Haaland made it a bit too easy, to be clear, but it's incredible defending to come all the way back. Because you look at Man City, those the same phases at Man City, our defenders aren't doing that. I don't know if it's they're not asked enough or what, but I'm so done. Especially what we needed a goal, and he brought on 2 defenders as DM. Why?
Yeah. Bro, you know what I think you need to try? I
A
think
new manager.
No. Seriously, I think Pep Guardiola. You know what? With Pep Guardiola, he likes to change. Don't get it twisted. Changing is a good thing. Adapting is a good thing. I'm not gonna act like it's not a good thing. Which is why I'm not really having a go at Pep as much as I would have a go on a lot of managers. Because unlike a lot of managers, he actually likes to try to adapt. The thing is, though, is at the same time, bro, like if something is working, you don't need to change it. I feel like what was working with you guys was when you had 3 center backs and you basically had 2 midfielders, and then you had so many midfielders, and then you had that striker, the Haaland, the focal point. Well, if you remember, I think you need to go back to that, the treble winning formation. If you go back to that treble winning formation, sign more center backs.
Because the problem is with the treble formation. It was basically a 3-2-2-3. That's basically what we had.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and that won't work with the players we have now because they're too direct. You need wingers who can play touchline, and you need 2 midfielders who can sit on the edge of the area. You need your striker, and you need another roaming midfielder who can go either next to the 6 or in between. And we don't have that. And that roaming midfielder needs to be comfortable to go into centre back as well. I mean, that's so much to ask from a single from a single player. And John Stones, I mean, listen, if he didn't have his injuries, he would have been Man City's best ever centre back. In fact, I'll be brave enough to say it. John Stones, without injuries, would have been the best centre back in Premier League history. But he kept getting injuries, and there's no one like him to do what he provided. So we can't go back to that. We can try something similar. But honestly, I think we won the treble. Now we need to move on from the treble and do something new. Find a new way to play. Play maybe like Man City used to before Pep Guardiola. Before Pep Guardiola, we were an attacking side, but not a controlling side. You get what I mean? We weren't trying to hold on to the ball all the time. I feel like we might need to go back to something like that.
So you mean like high press, high intensity, like full on direct attack? I mean that's how a lot of teams usually win and kill opposition, even when it matters most. To be fair, but the thing is, right? Like the way you played was not bad first half. That's the mad thing. I think the thing is, if we didn't have a Bono, you would have won. I'm not gonna act like you wouldn't have won at all. Like you would have just killed us. The problem is that we had Bono.
I hear you, Zay, but this is the thing. This is why I always say, in the big moments, you don't want the passer and goal, you want the shot stopper. Because in the big moments, football is simple. People want to complicate football, but it's really simple. You play a left back at left back, you'll play better. You play a centre back at centre back, you'll play better. You put someone who can score in the striker role, he'll be better than someone who's technically gifted but can't finish for a wank. You put a shot stopper in goal. In the big moments when it really matters, when you're getting shots on target, when you're getting tested, that's when the shot stopper makes a difference. And when the passing goalkeeper does fuck all. That's a problem. We have a better shot stopper than Ederson at this club. We've got 2. Bettinelli probably is better because it's hard not to be. And Ortega is better, shot-stopping wise. Passing, he's atrocious. But does he need to be good when we've got that midfield? No, he doesn't. Nico Gonzalez did not play at all, by the way. He did not play at all. £65 million wasted. Bro, I'm just lost on this team. I can't lie. You deserve to win. I can't lie.
Yeah,
you deserve to win.
We defended our hearts out, man, and we hit you in the breaks when we needed to. Like the thing is, The only criticism I would have for Al Hilal personally is we need to be more decisive in the final third. And as well, also defensively, we need to stop overcommitting, even when we sit back. I feel like in the first half, it exposed what we're about as a club in general, because that's what we usually do in the Saudi Pro League. We usually like to attack, attack, attack. You know what I mean? And we like to play direct football and all that stuff. So usually in transitions, usually we like overcommitting. And not just in transitions, even if we sat back, and we also like playing. And this is another criticism as well, because I saw a guy like Milinkovic Savic do this so many times, playing the ball from the back when you're getting pressed.
Yeah.
Stop this stuff. We stop this crap. We don't need to be playing from the back when you're getting pressed. Just clear the ball. Clear it.
Yeah.
Because if you do that, you lose the ball, we concede. You know?
Absolutely.
We're blessed, alhamdulillah, that we have Bono in goal. Dima Bono, man. You know what I mean? But in reality, imagine if it was Uwais in goal, or you know what I mean, or the other guy. Like it would have been long for us. So that's why.
We you know what thing is as well? We scored early, so
that you can argue it's Fugazi. However, I will tell you, because I know people were complaining about handball. I genuinely think, honestly, it was too natural for it to be a handball.
I mean, I don't care. We lost.
I know you don't care. You lost. However, at the time, a lot of people, Hilal and non-Hilal fans that just wanted to see City lose, were all saying hand, hand, hand. I was honest. I said it's too natural for it to be a hand on Nouri. I have to be real, guys. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So, yeah, it's too natural. Like it was too close. His arms was too close to his body for it to be a handball. But regardless of that, the fact you man didn't capitalize, mad.
You know what this as well? Like people say we created a lot of chances, and we did create a few. But who were the chances falling to? And I mean, what quality of chances were they? They weren't the same quality of chances as Al Hilal. And most problematically, they weren't the correct players getting these chances. Diaz, Doku, Savio. I mean, they're not finishing. But Doku cannot finish in a brothel. Let's stand on a fucking football.
Yeah, Haaland barely had I don't think he had a shot first half.
I think he had one shot, maybe.
Maybe one. Yeah, maybe one. Yeah, maybe one. Yes.
But yeah, in the second half, he had 2 shots. One of them was cleared off the line, very well so, and one of them was a goal.
Yeah. But can we talk about that Savio when he dribbled past Bono and then Bono saved that?
Bro, that's Savio, bro. Bro,
Savio. What do you think he should have done? Do you think he should have dinked him or something? Because Bono he was laying down and he just stretched his arm and saved like that. Like, do you think he should have dinked him and maybe it would have gone in?
If a goalkeeper is laying down, you put the ball over him.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask you, because
we've all played football. This is basic stuff. This is what our coaches tell us. When the goalkeeper is on the floor, you put the ball over his head. All the coaches tell you this when you're 5 years old in a football academy, and Savio don't know it. I mean, it's shocking. And people say he'll turn good. I mean, maybe he will. He's got some incredible talents.
Yeah, he's a boy. Listen, he's one of the way I view Savio, I view him as like creative winger in it. I don't really view him as killer winger. Like, and this is why, by the way, usually, and listen, tech merchants will not like what I'm about to say, but when people rate certain players that don't have as much tech as the other guy, it's because of the fact that they're killers in front of goal. Like, don't get it twisted. I'll be the first guy to say, are some of these killer better football players technically? No, but what people need to understand, you don't need better footballs technically only. You also need intelligent ones too. You know, IQ. I've said this.
Look at
IQ is the most important thing in a football player, not just tech wise. I'm talking like awareness and all this stuff. Like, I think people underestimate this shit too much, bro. Like. And Savio was the best example yesterday.
People don't like when I say this, but I mean, I feel like people haven't played football. Like they just haven't played football 11-a-side. Because I played football throughout my entire youth. I played for different teams. And I played at a pretty high level. I played like at the second highest amateur level in Belgium. So I played at a pretty high level until my knee decided to explode. Um, so I was a striker. And what people don't understand here is I had the best technical ability of anyone on my team, but I never used it because as a striker, it's useless unless you're going to pick up the ball at halfway line and dribble through everyone. And I wasn't doing that. I just waited in goal or in the box, and I waited for the ball to come to me. Like, bro, you don't need technical ability to be a good player. Look at players like De Bruyne. He had incredible technical ability, never used it. Why? Because it's easier to just pass a ball through 20 or 10 people.
Yeah, I think similar comparison I would say now today, and I think he gets disrespected a lot, in my personal opinion, is Bukayo Saka. I think
Yeah.
I think this, I think he's elevated his game to a sense that he's being smarter, and not just smarter, he's also being ballsy when he has to be ballsy. You
Yeah.
know, like it's
Uh,
it's it's one of those ones in which you just gotta be safe fairs. You know what I mean? I know people like to have agendas against guys that don't have as much time. By the way, listen, don't get it twisted. I like trolling this player. I don't like the player really, but I have to be honest. An example, Jude, right? Jude does not have as much tech, right? He has something, right? In regards to
he's
that.
got the basics.
Yeah, but the thing is, he knows where to put himself in the right place and in the right time. Again, I think people need to learn from a lot of these Real Madrid players. It's not always about, like, yes, they may not be as technical as Barca. I can admit that. Like, for me, the best midfielder is Pedri because he has tech, he has intelligence, he has them all. However, like, when you talk about these guys that are in the right place in the right time, you have to commend it because that's what gets you over the line. I think people care too much about technique, this technique. By the way, at some point, this technique and all this stuff, you're gonna get found out, and they're gonna put three man on you. Four, and
I
then
mean,
what? And then what? Why?
you
And then
know
what?
what thing is, shit. You know what thing is with football? It's not a monotone game. You need to have multiple things in your arsenal. If the only thing you've got is physique, you're not going to make it. If the only thing you've got is pace, you're not going to make it. If
Exactly.
you
Yeah.
can only finish, you're not going to make it. You need to have multiple things. And I mean, it's super rare for anyone to possess all of those attributes. The only one I can think of is Ronaldo Nazario. He had technical ability, he had pace, he had power, he had finishing, he had everything.
But that's why he's the best striker ever.
Yeah. And if he didn't have his injuries, a lot of people tell me he would have been better than Messi. I mean, I can't say I didn't watch him, but that's what a
I
lot
didn't
of
watch
people
him, but
tell me.
like seeing a bit, you can see that there was something in that guy to be like, whoa.
Yeah. So it's incredibly rare for a player to have everything. And you can't have a full team of technical players. You won't get anywhere. I mean, that's a problem half La Liga has. Look at a lot of players at Barcelona. The midfield, is it pure technique? Because Gavi is not a very technical player. Gavi is a more pace and hard work player. So
Yeah.
you don't want a full midfield of just technicians because that's technical midfield. It won't function. That's why we need Nico Gonzalez because Bernardo, Gundogan, Reinders, great, very good technique-wise. Where's the physicality in that midfield? Oh, no way, you're going to get the butt fucked. I mean, that's what happened in the 1966 World Cup final. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's a great final.
Yeah.
England won that final because they just ran. I mean, they ran 90 minutes long. That's why they won the final. Their passing was shit. Their shooting even was shit. Everything England did was shit. But they just ran 90 minutes, so they won the final. I mean, go watch the final. It's a great show on balance in a team. And people don't get this. When you have a football team, you need balance. And all these people, yeah, they want one thing or another. They want goals. Everyone, you've got people that look at goals only. People that only look at physicality. All of these different things. You need balance. You need balance. And people who don't understand this, you don't understand the basics of football. Like, I'm sorry.
And I agree with you 100%. I've said balance all the time. I've said it's about balance. Like, if, by the way, I'll tell you this. If you had, let's say if a player had, let's say, look at Thomas Muller. I love using Thomas Muller, one of my favorites ever. Yeah, he is the best example of what I'm about to say right now. The greatest example, right?
Yeah.
The guy's technical ability out of 10, I'd say is around 5 or 6. Honest to God,
Yeah.
maybe at best 7. At
Nah,
best.
he's not even
No, no,
that.
no. But no. I'm saying at
Yeah.
best. Like in his like few moments, you see something out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say 6, right
Yeah.
in the middle.
6.5.
Whatever. Yeah. Right. But everything else that he has, 10. No, okay, I'm exaggerating, but you get what I mean. Like his mentality is 10. His finishing, you would say 8, around
Yeah.
8, around 8. You would say his positioning awareness 10. That is the reason why it's called Ramdu. He's a space interpreter. So that in itself, like 10, right? Like
Absolutely.
I'm giving you like a lot of the other things. That's
Oh,
1
Jesus
8 and
Christ.
2 of them 10, right? That in and base and physicality, you would say as well, because I have to add physicality into this. Physicality, you would say 7. I'd say 7.
Yeah, about 7.
Around 7. Okay. So that in itself has put him in a position because of his mentality to be like, I need to be versatile, and I can be versatile, and I can be in the spaces where everyone else occupies. I'm on the other side, right place, right timing. Look at me. I'm now playing a role in big matches. I'm playing a role consistently. You know what I mean? And I got myself so many trophies. You know what I mean? And he's a one club man, of course, but that's not the point. Even if he wasn't a one club man, I would, the point is that a guy like him is, I mean, he's underrated because of the fact he didn't have tech. However, the fact that he's still regarded in moments when he turns up, and he's still regarded as a legend today, that over time, that in itself is something, bro. That in itself is something crazy to think.
I mean,
a guy that's tech is not even as great, but still because of his brain.
If you look at Miroslav Klose, all-time top scorer in the World Cup, was he great technically? He wasn't, but he scored goals, so who cared?
But by the way, Miroslav Klose in the Bundesliga was good, but he wasn't as...
No. But I'm saying it's not like Suarez or something.
But he done a job. I agree with you. Yeah, he just done. But like he was not one of those strikers that people would regard as one of the great strikers. Like you'd still put Lewandowski above him. Maybe you know what I mean. Maybe you'll put Mario Gomez at Bayern over him. I obviously have Elber and Gudmo. Like you still wouldn't put Klose there.
Yeah.
But I get exactly what you're about with. The fact that we had all these strikers is crazy. But you get what I mean. Like, it's one of them things for me in which I feel like people need to have their priorities checked when judging players.
Oh yeah, by the way, Zaid, you know what my previous stream title was? My stream yesterday with AK?
Yeah.
It was Weird Cooking. This stream's title is Weird Cooked. A bit.
Oh look, I see stop making sense in the chat. Hello Zal, ألف مبروك يا حبيبي. By the way, we have a chant for you, City fans.
Oh God.
City وينه كسرنا عينه. City وينه كسرنا عينه. City وينه كسرنا عينه. Listen, man.
Bro, I'm at Napoli now.
No. De Bruyne. No. You're back at Man City. تعال. De Bruyne وينه كسرنا عينه. De Bruyne وينه كسرنا عينه. Come on, man. No.
Yeah,
come on, man. Now big up, stop making sense. Big up to big up City fan, but you have to hold.
I think you'll beat Fluminense as well. To be honest, I think it's like 50-50 that game, but I think you'll beat them just because you'll have high confidence of beating Man City.
Bro, they needed rest today, though. These players went through hell. They needed rest, and they need to go again tomorrow. Bro, the thing is for me, I'm gonna go 2 steps further. I think we can go to the final. You were our
I
toughest
think you
test.
can. I think you can.
I'm sorry, you were our toughest test. If we can beat you and we draw to Real Madrid, 2 of the favorites of the competition, why can't I now say we can make the final with that path that we have? All the harder teams The chance of us facing them is if we make the final, you know? So I have to now for once. Usually I don't do this, but for once I have to back my guys.
We're gonna get a Z derby in the final. Al Hilal against Bayern Munich.
No. It's not gonna happen. Bayern Munich, bro. PSG will deal with them, bro. We're gonna get oil versus gas final. Hilal and PSG.
We got the first old derby where they're loading up for the second. But
by the way, can I just say, well, you know what was an amazing sight? Looking at two great ownerships, man. Looking at Fahad bin Nafel, looking at Khaldoon Mubarak next to each other with Infantino's the fraud. But like looking at the other two guys, bro, what a sight. You see these people need to be like them. You see owners need to be like them. Yeah, businessmen. They need to be guys that want to win. Yeah, no losers, bro. Yeah. Could you imagine if I was seeing Fahad bin Nafel next to Kroenke or next to Glazers or next to Honas? Yeah, Honas, this guy was a winner, became a loser now all of a sudden. You know,
bro, it just got the money. He wanted the money. That's all he was there for. Then he won some trophies to get the fans on his side, and then he was like, "Yeah, fuck this shit." Liam from Chathead. Liam, the problem is nobody wants them. Talking about our players, bro. Man United and Chelsea have been selling their scrubs for half a decade now. Why can't we sell Gundogan, bro? You see how Gundogan played that game? Gundogan did nothing. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah. No, by the way, Gundogan had one or two chances that could have scored with Bono. Oh, by the way, quickly, I'm reading the comments. Stop making sense is cooking, bro. Man said the crescent moon, which by the way, Al Hilal in Arabic means crescent moon.
Let me
the blue moon. The crescent moon is shining more than the blue moon, man. What's going on, man? Ramadan settings, man.
I mean, maybe this is Haram settings, you know.
Hey, listen, man. It's okay, bro. It's okay.
No.
We both thought that Al Hilal was getting palmed, bro. But
you know what it is. You know what it is.
That's why I'm not even cooking you as much because I'm shocked myself. The only guy I really want to cook is AK. AK is a fraud, bro. Bro, I'd rather cook than cook you, to be honest. That guy.
If you want, I'm doing an emergency meeting later, and AK might be there. I'm not sure yet. He didn't answer yet. But if AK is there, I'll send you the link so you can cook him.
I listen. I will say this, bro. It depends when, because I'm thinking of doing a 1K celebration, bro. So.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it? Yeah, congratulations by the way on 1K.
You too as well. I think you got it right. So congrats to you as well.
I'm 7 away right now.
Or 7 away. Hey guys, 7 away. I thought you were there already. My bad. Yeah, listen, 7 guys. It's not that difficult, man. Do you guys want to be moving like Ederson in goal? No, you don't.
Bro, Ederson doesn't move. That's the problem.
Listen. If you don't want to move like Ederson in goal, if you don't want to move like Vardio last night, do me a favor. Do your job, man. Do it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You see that Vardio guy, bro. He was not moving like Leipzig Vardio or Croatia Vardio. That guy was moving like I don't even, bro. That guy was moving like Kim and Jackass, bro.
I don't even know what to say for. I said this.
You got caught out, bro.
I said this, yeah. I think people overhyped this partnership between Guardiola and Diaz.
I'm one of them. I was one of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was one of them.
They just aren't a balanced part. Like they're both good halves of a partnership, but they don't make a good partnership. Like aerially, they're both not good enough. And I mean, I know that Guardiola did that aerial stuff at Leipzig. But it's different because you have more support at Leipzig in the box. At Man City, you're not going to have as much support because we get countered quickly. So you need to single-handedly handle more of the box. Yuma Ba is better for that. I mean, we've got him next to a midget in Ruben Diaz.
I get it, bro.
Yeah. You know what we should have done? Instead of taking over Guardiola and Diaz, we should have brought on Akanji and kept on Guardiola. Because I know Gauster and Jet here doesn't like Akanji, but here's the thing here. Akanji can head a ball. He can head a ball. He's tall, he's physical. You put him in the box, he'll clear away those crosses, even if that's the only thing he does. Ake looks washed, like I'm sorry. And I think he's our best ever left back in the treble season. I think that's the best ever season of a Man City left back. But bro, he's washed. He's washed. Even for the backup option, he's not that good anymore. Where was O'Reilly? I mean, you remember at the end of the season for the Man City, O'Reilly started coming on and he was cooking.
O'Reilly, yeah. Yeah, he didn't play.
Where is he? Is he deported or something? I thought he still played for Man City.
I think Sherky should have started. Why didn't he start? I actually think if he started, you could have created something out of nothing with that guy. You see that goal for
him? He did create something out of nothing when he played only 10 minutes.
That's my point. So if you started him with the way that we were looking, bro, you're creating better chances, and who knows what happens from there. Bro, you see that Phil Foden goal? That chance he created caused Bruno to make one mistake.
Sherky and Haaland haven't played together yet, by the way.
There you go. Say, like, bro. You see, bro, Yassine Bono had an insane game. That one error he made was from that Sherky pass. It was a, whoa, what the f... And the Foden, he just scored because Bono lacked concentration, and our defense lacked concentration from that pass. But again, that's credit to Sherky's pass. You know? Like, it's... I just feel like Pep Guardiola, I think, like, who was the midfield that started? It was Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, and Reinders, right? I think instead of Gundogan, it should have been Sherky. You know?
Yeah. You know what this, though? Pep Guardiola he wants to play his favorites. Why did he play Savio and Doku? I mean, that just didn't make sense for me. If you want to break down a deep block, you don't play two players who can't score. I understand, yeah. Like Savio and Doku are very good against high lines and against mid blocks, where they can get balls into the box. When you play against a low block, you want someone who can score from anywhere. Foden, Marmoush, Sherky. None of them were on the pitch. Gundogan used to do that, where he just took the ball on the edge of the area and scored. He doesn't do that anymore. I know he did against Wydad at Al Ain. I'm sorry, people. If you think that Gundogan doing things against Wydad and Al Ain is going to translate to him doing that stuff against better teams like Al Hilal, Juventus, Premier League teams, you're wrong. These are not teams of the same quality. So
I understand.
Gundogan can't do this anymore at the highest level, so he should not be playing in these games. I don't even want him at the club anymore. He's washed. I said he was washed watching the Euros 2024. I said, why is he playing? He's fucking washed. Yeah. But simply put, the reason why Man City lost is because of poor game management. I mean, we can put it that way. Pep Guardiola, how many times has he been cooked, by the way, by substitutions, his own substitutions? How often has that happened in the past few months? It's ridiculous. I feel like this guy has just lost the plot, and he looks bright for a little while, and then he's lost it again. He can't keep it for 2 weeks. Take, for example, Nottingham Forest. We beat Nottingham Forest 3-0. I get gas. Then we're back to losing. Okay. Yeah. We beat Newcastle 4-0. Oh, I'm gassed. We're back. Now we're losing again. We beat Juventus 2-5 or 5-2, whatever you put scoreline as. We're back to losing. This manager, I'm sorry. When you rebuild, uncomfortable conversations. Maybe you should not rebuild with the same manager that put you in this shit. I don't care how good he is, because maybe you just need new ideas. Maybe for the rebuild, you need new ideas. Maybe your club needs something new. It's very difficult for the manager to stay at a club for 10 years. I mean, can you think of any manager other than Alex Ferguson who stayed at a club successfully for more than a decade?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Can you think of one manager other than Alex Ferguson who stayed at a club for longer than a decade and still been successful?
No, because a lot of them get fired, and then maybe you'll see them return or something. But that's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it
I
doesn't
think it's
happen.
actually Simeone is one and Arsene Wenger. That's it.
Arsene Wenger was not successful though.
Oh,
He
you mean
started off
oh,
successful.
you're talking successful.
Yeah,
No, I mean Arsene Wenger. To be fair to him, he was successful in the Premier League.
yeah. But then he fell off
Yeah,
after
yeah,
like
yeah.
half,
And
after like 5
Simeone, for
years.
Atletico Madrid's stature, to a degree, did become somewhat successful in Spain, like once or twice. You know, was it as much as the other two? No, or other three. You can because Wenger in England was successful. We're not gonna lie here. No, but he's somewhat the fact that he got Atletico Madrid from by the way, because before him it was Bilbao bigger than Atleti. People
Yeah,
don't know that.
yeah.
So
Bilbao is a big club.
yeah, they're big, yeah, in Spain. So the fact that he managed to like fool the world thinking Atleti is a top three is crazy, bro. You get me?
I mean, when wasn't Atletico Madrid in the second division in like 2004 or 2005? They've been in second division more recently than Man City.
Oh, there you go, bro. So
Yeah, 38 hours in 6 months to drink, months energy drinks. Jesus Christ, don't kill yourself. Don't drink energy drinks like that. Why did I do this to myself? Bro, don't stay up late to watch Man City because you'll always be disappointed. I'm so tired.
I stayed up to watch Man City and I won.
You're not a Man City fan. It's different.
I had to tease you, man.
Big up to Adam. Sorry, I can't speak now. Oh, jeez, chat is moving wild. Big up to Liam as well and to Herdable. There's so many people in chat right now. It's difficult to keep up. But you have to give Sir Alex Ferguson credit for rebuilding successful teams constantly. One of the hardest things to do. I'll say it even more. The most difficult thing to do. To rebuild a team constantly and be successful. That's the most difficult thing to do. And, I mean, let's do this, yeah? Take Mancini. Mancini came into Man City when we were 10th in 2009. 1 year later, 1.5 years later, he finished third or fourth. I can't remember the exact finish, and he won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
The year after, he won the league title, our first league title in 44 years. The year after that, he finished second, 1 place above Pep. He got an FA Cup final, just like Pep. Lost against a team he should have beaten, just like Pep. All did it with less budgets than Pep Guardiola if you adjust for inflation. And he got sacked because finishing second wasn't good enough. So we're applying different standards to different managers based on how much we like them. Pep Guardiola, in his first 1.5 years at Man City, spent more money than Pellegrini in his entire Man City career.
Mad.
And I'm not trying to say that Pep is a terrible manager. I mean, he's washed now, I think, but I'm not trying to say that he's never been a good manager. What I'm saying is people don't respect other Man City managers enough that we've had in the past. And they think it's been all Pep. No, we've given Pep the keys to everything because he was a great manager at the time. So, of course, you give him the keys. Now I feel like it's time to move on. Give someone else the keys. Move on from Pep. Get an in-between manager. I mean, get someone like Pellegrini, who is just going to be a manager for 2-3 years until you found your next guy. Whether that's Xavi, Hernandez, company, whoever, as long as they're good enough. Yeah. That's what we need to do. Jamal Musiala got number of Sani, did he?
Oh yeah, by the way, big up Jamal Musiala. He's going to wear number 10 next season. It's confirmed by the club. Let's go.
Oh, was Sani wearing number 10 still?
No, he's gone. He can piss off.
Yeah, but he's off to Galatasaray now, right?
Yeah, he's done. He said his goodbyes and he can dip, bro. When hey, I hope you play Galatasaray or we play, and I'm gonna support both clubs against Galatasaray just for Zane. He's a fraud.
Bro, I don't think a Juve fan should be talking shit to Man City right now. We beat you 5-2.
Is that Gio?
No. It's another Juve fan.
Uh,
Bro, if you guys played against Al Hilal, they would have beaten you 5-0, bro.
but bro, but by the way, can I tell you something though? To be fair to Juve, one thing I'll give them benefit of the doubt for, they played their what did they play, bro? They played
The
their
B
like
team,
yeah,
basically.
but even
Bro,
then you would have still beaten them. You would have still
maybe.
yeah.
Hopefully, I would say. Bro, if we can't beat Juventus there at 18, it means we can't get into top 4 next season of the Premier League because Juventus is still in a rebuild as well, and they haven't bought that much yet. They're planning to buy after the Club World Cup. Yeah, I know you played your rotated squad, but still, you lost hold that. Uh, Man City, yeah. I mean, what do you think was our single biggest problem in that game? I don't think it was finishing. I don't particularly think it was defense either, to be honest. I think it was midfield, personally. I just think we had no real presence in midfield. Yeah, we had the ball in the first half, but we didn't have presence in the midfield.
Yeah, bro. I think your midfield. I mean, first half you had a lot of chances. I'm not gonna lie. I just I think what it was, your midfielders ran. You were finished by second half, and we pounced in that moment. And your defense got exposed after your midfield got finished. If that
Yeah,
makes sense, because when you
yeah, no,
started Gundogan, you started Bernardo Silva, and you started Reinders. They went all out, bro. They used. You don't remember when you were talking about if we defend, we're gonna get tired out. It looked like you man got tired out, putting all your eggs on that attacking basket on us. And because you did it with the players that you did it with, by then, because remember, Rangers is on his own with two old men in midfield.
yeah,
That's what we have to keep in mind. Is that I know Rangers is he can keep going, but not when he's doing everything on his own. Remember, the guy's playing deeper than he's supposed to be playing. Realistically, he should be the eight. And
yeah.
so the thing is, by then, Malcolm, Leonardo, Savage, and all of them, for some reason, we just had more a motivation when we just see your midfield and defense so wide open. Like you were just more wide open second half because it felt like you guys got tired out, and for some reason we just had more energy. I don't know what, and I think part of it's Inzaghi in the halftime. I think Inzaghi must have said something to these guys that
No,
got these guys riled up and said, "You know what,
this
we're
happens
giving you
all
respect."
season, though. This happens all season with Man City. Look at the PSG game. Look at the Feyenoord game. I mean, Feyenoord is a bit different because of substitutions. Look at the Sporting game. Look at the Arsenal game where we lost 5-1. Even look at the game against Man United that we lost. We played well in the first half, but our midfielders are old. I don't. Oh, but he's still good. He's old. Old. After 45 minutes, he can't run anymore. And then you collapse. It keeps happening. It's always between the 50th and the 60th minutes mark. Always. We
Yeah,
collapse.
yeah,
And people want to make excuses here for these midfielders. I'm sorry, they're fucking washed. You can play one of them, surrounded by two young players, but you can't play two of them.
yeah. Rangers. I'm sorry, Rangers suffered because of that. By the way, he
Yeah,
he suffered because of
massively.
that, in my opinion. Because when you're one of the younger guys compared to the other two older guys, what happens is you feel like you have more responsibility in helping these older guys,
Yeah,
and by then it's just like you're done. By the time it gets to second half or whatnot, and that's what I felt personally watching you guys. I feel like we pounced on your errors. Um, Listen, and that's all I ask for usually. I ask this for Hilal, I ask this for but when you see others mess up, pounce, bro. Pounce, bro. Literally just smell its prey, bro, is what they say, innit? Like hunt for its prey. That's what
yeah,
we did. And we reaped the reward. Now obviously we could have done more in the final third.
absolutely.
But the fact that we got it over the line in the end, I'm so happy. I'm by the way, right now I'm still on cloud nine, bro. I'm still on cloud nine. I'm in shock. I'd be lying to every single one of you if I told you that I knew we were gonna beat the City team, or you know, bro. In reality, I should be cooking Man City because I am in shock. Because you guys should be beating me, bro. With all this hype that Man City gets, with all the disrespect Saudi League gets as a whole, let alone Al Hilal. Realistically, this should be a bro, and that's why I was cooking Will, the Real Madrid fan, because
Yeah.
I don't, and Madrid fans in general, Sam and them, because I don't think they understand. When you disrespect Saudi League and then you can't get the job done, and you're one of the bigger clubs in the world at this moment, it's embarrassing on your side. It is really embarrassing on your side. Like, and I'm saying this as a Saudi citizen right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, I agree. I
and
agree.
but this is why as well we deserve more respect than we get are given. Now, did what Ronaldo say about top five sound outrageous? Yes, I'm not gonna lie. Top five, crazy. However, we are on that trajectory, man. And I've said it. If many leagues are not careful with the way that they run, corruption, all this, bro, with what we have resource wise and everything, why can we not overtake it?
Bro, you've already overtaken League One at this point. League One is shit except for PSG.
No, but League on football, you know what it is? In my opinion, with League on, when you watch the football that's being played, now obviously there are players that come from there that's decision making could be better, but
Yeah.
technically, like it's fun to watch. You get me? Yeah, it's mad. Like watching League on is just fun to watch. You can't lie. Watching La
Yeah,
Liga is
it
fun
is.
to watch.
It is.
You know, Bundesliga, if you're into goals galore, maybe. You know, Premier League again. If it's a big game and there's goals, good. If there's not many goals, which a lot of times that's the case nowadays because it's boring football, each to their own. But people enjoy.
By the way, sorry to interrupt here, but big up Zed and it's the fake Alf, says the fake Alf. I'm the real one. Go on.
No, but I was saying if you're into boring, each to their own. You know what I mean? But like people choose Premier League because they have more clubs that big and whatever. But when you watch the football, is it really that competitive like that as people make out? You know what I mean? Especially the fact that you've won 4P in a row. There's a reason. You get me?
Yeah.
Like, so people need to understand when judging leagues. I prefer me personally. I prefer to judge it based on what is fun to watch. I don't like judging it based on what teams are in there, how many teams win, because people need to understand sometimes these things happen because of a circumstance of games being off and then teams capitalizing, which they have to do. I'm not gonna say they don't, but when you watch Premier League, right? Look at Liverpool this season. They've capitalized on Arsenal being shit.
Yeah,
that's not a lie. They capitalized on you being shit.
Yeah, but they deserve to win the title.
They deserve to win. But when you say at the same breath that that's the best league in the world, I can't. Same with Manchester City. Bro, the best times of Premier League, when you face Liverpool 21-22 season or the 2018-19 season, those were the best Premier League was at in this era. But that's not a lie.
At the same time, the rest of the Premier League was fucking woeful during that time. It was just Man City and Liverpool who were
unreal. But you guys carried that league.
Absolutely.
You guys carried that league. You guys on your own carried that league.
Somehow Chelsea beat us in a
fight. But this is why when teams like PSG win League on, or when teams like my club Bayern München win the Bundesliga and they say, oh, Farmers League. How about you actually watch them play and judge based on that? Like, if you tell me Bayern win Bundesliga nothing, yeah, okay, it makes more sense now because we are not as good as before. But the pie issue is when people judge our history, when we were at our peaks, and their only reason, Bundesliga. Like, no, we won the Bundesliga so many times while being amazing, and there were times we won Bundesliga scumbagging it because other teams I can admit that, no problem. You know what I mean?
But a trophy is a trophy.
And the thing I also don't understand, your club is starting to do this. Man United's been doing this for time. Liverpool's doing it now. Look at Liverpool raiding players from their league. Why are we called out for it? But all of a sudden, bro, hell, Al Hilal do this with Saudi. And Nasser would, in some cases, do it also. Borussia Dortmund, by the way, bought more Bundesliga talent than Bayern München. Why are they not getting called out for it? You know why? Because they don't win.
Yeah, but nobody cares about losers. Everyone's obsessed with winners. Nobody's flipping Man City anymore, at least, now that we're losers.
No, but you get my point. My point is
I get it.
Winners win, losers explain. When judging things, judge about success, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And
nobody cares how, bro. Nobody cares. When people look at Real Madrid, some people say Fugazi, this Fugazi. But at the end, the reason why we don't argue because they just, as Alfie always tell me, 15 Champions League, 15 Champions League. You think they care? They don't care. They care that they win. I care that my team wins.
Yeah, which is why, because after we won the treble,
the mentality people need to have.
After we won the treble, all the fans were disrespecting Real Madrid, and I was saying don't disrespect Real Madrid because they've got. I mean, at the time they had 14 Champions Leagues going into that game against us, and we presented the Champions League trophy to Real Madrid, and I made a video at the time, and I said, whoever did this should be fired because that's damn stupid. Because they're gonna win. You show the Champions League trophy to Real Madrid, they're gonna win. And what happened? They won.
That following season, I remember.
You need to respect these teams, even if they're your rivals. You need to respect your rivals. If they're doing something that is respectable, at least. People don't like to respect other teams. Take Club Brugge. People are like talking about Yashadi now. Oh yeah, Club Brugge will be pressured to sell Yashadi. Club Brugge is in the top 5 best-selling clubs in world football. They don't get pressured to sell. People don't respect clubs just because they don't know them. That's a problem. And they do it with their rivals. They do it with clubs they don't know. They just disrespect every club they don't know. I'm going to have to round up now soon because I've got to go in a bit.
Yeah. No problem.
I'm going to ask your final thoughts on a few things. And I'm also going to ask you, before that, Fluminense, what do you think? Because I was going to ask you what you think about us playing Fluminense, but, how did that turn out? So, what do you think? What do you think about Fluminense?
It's not going to be easy, obviously. Not going to act like it's going to be the easiest thing ever. I just feel like I think we can hurt Fluminense because one thing I noticed with them when I watched their game against Dortmund, I didn't watch against Inter Milan. I saw the goals, well taken. Yeah. But Inter's defense was so awful. My God. They really do be missing Inzaghi. But listen, again, I mentioned Inzaghi. I think Inzaghi will look at that. He will look at his old team and he'll be like, damn, these guys need me. So I'm going to show how it's done with El Hilal. Which means I think that they need to be well-structured defensively. I think Fluminense, we should be, unlike what I thought should happen with the City game, and instead do what he actually did in the second half moving forward, have a go at Fluminense. I think have a go at them, and then when if we are leading, hopefully, inshallah, defend for the result. Because, by the way, I don't think they're as clinical. But I heard they're one of the worst teams in Brazil. I heard. I'm not sure if that's true.
I mean,
I heard now.
They beat Inter.
I know they have to. But one thing I will say, I would love for Mitrovic to be available because I don't trust Leonardo against Thiago Silva. They have Thiago Silva in their team. So the fact that they have Thiago Silva, that's going to be an annoying task to be dealing with him because he's still very good at his age. It's crazy. The guy takes care of himself like a madman. So, I just feel like it won't be as easy as expected because I feel like the City win is going to make it seem like... But at the same time, we should be beating them, realistically, in my opinion. With the manager that we have, with the players that we have, compared to Fluminense and the way Fluminense move sometimes, I think we have to beat them.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You've got to beat them. Because you beat Man City to get there. I think that's why. If you beat Man City to get there and then you lose to Fluminense, it's like...
What was the point? What was the point?
Yeah. I feel like that's what it is right now with you guys. But Now, big up to you guys for the beating us, isn't it? You spanked us. I can't lie. And extra time, you kind of spanked us because we were just all over the place.
Yeah.
We did a madness.
Like you guys, your best spell was first half. Afterwards, I don't know what happened to you guys. It's like you guys were trying so hard. That second half onwards, it reminded me so much of Crystal Palace against you.
Yeah.
It reminded me so much. Like we just defended valiantly, and then we just caught you in transition so many times. Like
that's what happens, and it's Man City. That's just what happens. We don't learn from our mistakes. Like this game, it was the same mistakes all over again. We don't learn. We don't learn. Anyhow, I'm gonna have to go now. Big up for coming on,
by all means, bro. Big up to you, bro. Big up.
Anything else you want to say before I close the stream?
No, bro. Listen, man. GGs. You get me. Again, City bueno, كسرنا عينه. You know what that means. City, where are they? We broke their eyes.
I'm going to Napoli now. Thank you, guys.
No, but listen, bro. Listen. Inshallah, we just move on from here, man. Inshallah, we move on from here, and inshallah, we make it to the semis and then to the final, and from there, who knows what happens, bro.
Bro, if you win it, I can't even lie, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think we will win. I still think the team from that other side, with the Bayern side of the bracket, will win it.
Probably PSG.
Unless you know what, the only time I see a shocker, believe it or not, is if Hilal, let's say, made the final, and they played against either Bayern. I think Hilal can beat Bayern.
Okay.
And Bayern fans are gonna like me for this, but the way I know my Bayern, trust me, Hilal can beat them the way Bayern play football and get caught in transition.
Mm-hmm.
If they play the Borussia Dortmund, and if they play the Monterrey, if they play and the Juve, if they play PSG or Madrid, yeah, lights out.
But Liam doesn't like when you say that
Yeah, but you know what the problem with Liam is? Big up to him. He's my guy. But you know the problem with him? He will call out Bayern and their errors, which fair enough. But then what he'll also do in the same breath is he'll try to defend Bayern with all his breath till it's over. You know what I mean? Like the guy, if he doesn't think
he's a Barcelona fan.
No, listen. If he says a Barcelona, he's gonna kill you, bro. Listen, the thing is, no. On a real note, with him, it's just the fact that he loves Bayern so much, he'll try to back Bayern till he dies. But the problem is with me. See, the way I move, I am as real as it gets, bro. Because that's how I've grown up. Like I can't just say blindly Bayern will beat anybody, you know, or even with Hilal, I don't even want to say it, bro. I said we were gonna lose to you, and you lost to us. You know, I just move honestly, bro. I move bluntly here, bro. It just is how it is. So, yeah, it's just one of them, bro. It is one of them. And I just feel like Inzaghi outcoaching Bayern again, company again. It's more likely to happen,
bro. I won't say that. I think company is just not experienced enough for these international tournaments. I think that's a bit of his problem. He needs more experience.
Yeah, but his in-game management, bro, you just called out Pep, bro.
Nah, it's Pep's disciple. They do the same thing, isn't it?
Bro, company has the same problem as Pep. If based on what you're saying about Pep, it's like the in-game management is very, very poor, bro. Like when Bayern played Inter Milan, he had cooked Thomas Muller there because it's his last game. You know. Mm-hmm. Why? You brought on Gnabry. Gnabry should have been on way earlier. You know what I mean? Because you saw the impact he brought. And it's just one of these ones. And like, you can't be doing this when it matters the most, bro. And then against Benfica, for example, I know like it was still big for us because we need to make top and we did it. He played a B team knowing that we still have to try to play for a top spot. Underestimating Benfica like that, which is dumb, right? If you did it against Auckland, makes more sense.
Yeah.
Right. And then Gnabry's our best performing player, subs him off, and brings everyone on. Great, but you subbed off Gnabry and not Leroy Sané. You were supposed to sub off Leroy Sané because Leroy Sané is the one that cost us the game ultimately.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just. Yeah. And then another thing, and against Inter Milan, Sasha Bowie. I backed Bowie a lot, by the way. But there's a time when you can't defend anymore. He brings on Bowie, and it cost us the tie against Inter. And against Benfica, the goal we conceded is also on him. He starts him. Again, it's a whole rotating thing issue. Like, these little details are what matters. And he's been doing this a lot in the league. And he's been doing this a lot. He did it in the Pokal as well. And in Champions League big games. And I'm sorry, this slow passing U-shaped football, I know the difference is Company gives some players more freedom. I understand. Like Olise gets more freedom. Musiala gets more freedom. Like he gives freedom to the right people. That's one thing I'll give him benefit for. Yeah. You know, Kimmich has a bit of freedom on the ball, even though I think Kimmich on the ball needs to do more at times. But again, like I rate that. But I don't rate the fact that he does not manage the game properly. And I don't rate the fact that the football is too slow, because when you play that slow football, again, it's what you said about City. You're allowing everyone to go back and just position themselves. Like we just play for crossing the ball into the ball. I know that's what Bayern does, but especially when you have Harry Kane, it makes no sense. But that's why I'm happy that we're going for Voldemort. I actually hope we get him over the line.
Voldemort, bro, I never watched him before. I saw him in that under 21 Euros. Bro, he's a beast, bro. He's a proper beast. He's a proper striker. Anyhow, I do have to go now. So we keep waffling on here. We keep waffling on here.
No. I would love to have to
thank you for coming on. Bigger from 1K. And we'll see you guys. Subscribe, by the way, if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys in the next one.